Good morning, my VetBro militia. It's your host here, D-Lo, the VetBro, also known as Lopez, the host of the Under Gunline podcast, also known as D-Lo on Word on the Streets. Well, today you're watching D-Lo, the VetBro. That's who you're going to get today. So if this is your first time here, I'd like to go ahead and welcome you. Please subscribe to the channel. Smash that thumbs up if you dig it or the thumbs down if you don't dig it. But please hook me up with a comment in there telling me what I could do better or what you did dig or, even just something saying hello just to tap in, just so the algorithm could pick up that you're communicating with me and, we're engaging each other. You know what I'm saying? If you'd like to go ahead and support the On the Gunline podcast, you can go ahead and hit me up on PayPal on thegunline at gmail.com is where you'll find it. And then if not, if you got that Cash App, it'll be that money sign with DEELOW1977. And you could always go to onthegunline.com and click on the support store. Anywho, now that we got that stuff out of the way, welcome back to a new episode of D-Lo the VetBro Reacts. Today, we're going to see what we find on the TikToks, man. Honestly, I was just scrolling through TikTok. I found a few dudes that were going live and stuff like that, but it slows down my interwebs because I kind of wanted to, put them on the screen as and react to what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like they'd be just sitting in their car talking dumb shit and la 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 blah blah blah. With that said, check it out. The background picture. Got a new background picture for y'all today. Today is an anniversary for me. Today is the day that 4 years ago I began the On the Gunline podcast, and the whole thing about it was to, have interviews or just shoot the shit, as I call it, with my brothers and sisters in arms. My very first guest was Kowalczyk. We served together in 2005 to 2006 while we were in Baghdad, but we also still keep in touch together. You know what I'm saying? That's still my brother from another mother. We still hang out and chill. We have date nights. Actually, tonight is a date night. But anywho, with that said, what you see there is the whole point that I put it back there is because what you see there is an iPad. All right, and then on that iPad, there's a pack of Newports. There's a lighter, and there's also a cigar, and I had the earbud set that comes with the iPhones and the iPads that has the microphone attached to it. I had that. That was my on the teacup set for Beauty and the Beast that my daughter had. That was my table. Um, and then I have my good old patio backyard chair right there. And I was sitting in my front yard doing my first shoot the shit episode. Since then, I'm 300 episodes plus in on the Gunline podcast, and I'm still grinding. I know that it's not for everybody, but I kind of call it my therapy without the therapist because that's where I get to actually just hang out and be myself like I used to be with my brothers and sisters from the military. Anywho, enough of that. We got 3 minutes in. If you're still with me, I appreciate you for not going away yet. But let's go ahead and see what we find today. So, anyways, I was on the TikTok again. I was trying to find some foods that were what's the word I'm looking for? That were on live, not to expose, quote unquote, but just to see what kind of shit they're talking. Because again, if you got time to be out there recording and you're an NCO, I hope you're on lunchtime. Because if not, you should be out training somebody. But hey, that's just me, right? Give me 1 second while I go ahead and share the audio and share the screen. And anyway, so I ended up finding this thing here. I haven't seen it yet. And it starts off by saying we practice all week. No way they messed this up. U.S. Army turning green ceremony. I don't know what turning green ceremony is, but I tell you what, I see these guys marching, and I'll put it up right now. These guys are marching. And anytime I see anything that's going to get messed up, I can 9 times out of 10 guarantee it's more than likely a freaking counter columns. Like for show, it'll be a counter columns. Let me get my Dutch Bros here. All right, so let's see what it is. I thought this could be full screen, but I guess I can't make it full screen. So whatever. Here we. I'll put some audio on this. All right, so you guys are gonna be on scrolling pretty much live while I react to dumb shit. All right, appreciate y'all.
No way they messed this up.
Knew it.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Oh my god, I knew it. Counter columns. It's always a freaking counter columns. Now, for those that don't know what a counter column is, basically what you're doing is how can I put this? This one lane goes in, the other goes out, the other goes in, the other goes out, and you make a perfect U-turn without having to do a rear march. And yeah, they and what does it say? In front of all the families. Good night. See, this dude was supposed to go all the way on the outside. Then this dude goes in here. This dude goes immediately in, and this one goes right here. Oh my god.
We practiced all
Good
week.
night. That's
No
embarrassing,
way
y'all.
they messed
You know, I don't understand what happened to Army DNC. I mean, I'm glad that they're marching there. They actually look like they're all kind of in step. But what I trip out on was, you're supposed to march at a certain cadence, like left, right, left, left, right, right or left, and you got to keep that step, right? And but for some reason, throughout my years in the military or in the army, I noticed that they started speeding up the marching cadence to left, right, left, right, left, 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 right. And I'm like, dude, we're like speed walking now. You know what I'm saying? We're not supposed to be doing a little mall run or a mall walk. You're supposed to be keeping all in step. Left, right, oh, left, right, oh, left, right, left. You know what I'm saying? And then there's cadences that go with it, But anywho, yeah, that's all I got for that. What else we got?
Laura, why'd you join the army?
I needed papers.
Did you need papers too?
I needed papers.
Did you need
Me
papers?
recogieron del Home Depot.
Cabrón. That fool said they picked him up from Home Depot.
Pizza, why'd you join the army?
Fuck off.
Olivas, why'd you join the army?
Because I have no life.
Black, why'd you join the army?
Because I'm stupid.
Felix, why did you join the army?
What's that?
Why'd you join the army?
God damn, that fool is old as fuck. Either that or he been through a lot of shit in his life. But that fool is no younger than 35, bro. No younger than 35 years old. That dude is old. Why'd he join the army? He was probably there when it was fucking birth. Jesus.
Bonus?
Why'd you join the army?
Come on, Specialist Cecil.
Why'd you join the army?
Because I had a lot of kids.
Motherfucker, you are a kid. But then again, he is Mexican, so by 15, I already got a carload. All right, De Niro, Sergeant type. You look like you were a knucklehead. I'm gonna hear an accent that's probably either Cholo or Rio Grande Valley.
Sergeant, why'd you join the army?
The recruiter, he came to Home Depot. He said, I have a job for you. I said, what's that job? He said, drive a truck. I drive truck.
That's funny. My last drill weekend at this unit. I'm gonna miss everyone. That's pretty funny. And this has to be probably somewhere down south, like in Texas or Arizona, something like that. They're obviously nasty girls, aka National Guard, because there's way too many Latinos there. But and I can already tell by that patch that they're definitely nasty girls. No doubt though. Hey, y'all still good in my book, man. We just poke a lot of fun at y'all. You guys are like the redheaded stepchilds. What else we got? Jesus Christ. Get him, Sarn. Get him.
Oh, maybe for a detail or staff duty. You know what? All three of you, staff duty. 09 tomorrow. Just report. Look, I know I make some cringeworthy stuff on this app. I mean, we're all guilty of it, but good God, did that just take the cake?
Were they real soldiers, though?
Soldiers.
All right, we're moving.
All right, Trenny, look at me. Wave at me with your gun.
What not to do at the Confidence Rappel Tower.
Get into a deep L.
I'll tell you what. At least they're talking to him nicely.
Trenny, a deep-seated L.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Ready, step down. Trenny,
This one's gonna eat shit.
Trenny, get into a deep-seated L. Trenny.
Too late now, fool.
Deep-seated L.
That motherfucker. He's dragging ass for real.
Bowling.
Oh my God. Was this like on purpose? Okay.
Understand that you're not going to die out here today. You understand? Again, if you have a falling repeller as a belay man, you're going to grab the rope tightly in your hands, take a knee, put attention on the line.
Okay. That makes sense why he was like that. Why the drill sergeant was all being nice to him and all that. Oh my God. That's funny though. That was too funny. I remember Drill Sergeant Spivey was the one that was on top of the Treadwell Tower when we were doing rappelling out there in Fort Sill. And it was a cold, blistering fucking December day. And none of the drill sergeants were happy to be there that early. And I remember I accidentally, because they had us crawling while we were on the top of the fucking tower. We had a crawl on there, and I accidentally rubbed him with my arm on his leg. And my God, did that knife hand come to my face so fucking quick? And he was like, "What the fuck are you trying to do, Private? You trying to kill me, Private? You want to throw me off, Private? I will grab you and throw you off myself right now, Private." And I'm just looking at him like, holy motherfuckers. I wish I could explain what Drill Sergeant Spivey looked like. This dude was honestly, think of Skeletor, bro. That's all I could think of. He was like fucking Skeletor, evil looking. He was like the epitome of what a drill sergeant was supposed to look like. If any of you were in 122 in Fort Sill, Oklahoma in 2004, you more than likely remember Drill Sergeant Spivey. He was involved in our shark attack, and he wasn't in Delta Battery. I don't know if he was in Charlie Battery or in Bravo Battery. He wasn't in Echo. Echo had that big ass tall black drill sergeant with the gold tooth. That was the one that was memorable. But I think he was in Charlie Battery, Drill Sergeant Spivey, evil looking motherfucker. But goddamn, goddamn, he was scary looking. Anywho, I digress. He threatened to throw me off the fucking tower, but he didn't because I acted right. But that was funny.
Let's talk about it. All right, so no cell phones at Marine Corps boot camp.
You're a female and Marine. I don't know nothing about it.
Sorry, I can't be your man.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry, she a fucking fan. I get bread. All these
sorry, wow.
I can't be your man.
Hey, props to homeboy.
I'm sorry, she a fucking fan. I get bread.
I'll give the boy props for doing that shit, man. Because coming out that gas chamber is no joke. You're not gonna die, but it's the closest to death you'll ever be without actually dying, y'all. That is the worst experience ever you'll ever have.
Most painful shot. It's called Bissolin, but in the military, it's also known as the peanut butter shot.
I'm about to save some of you a lot of pain. If you're joining the military, you're going to basic training in the future, a few weeks, days, whatever. When you get there and they're going to give you the peanut butter shot, they're going to ask a question. They're going to be like, is anybody here allergic to penicillin or has ever been allergic to penicillin, thinks they're allergic, whatever. This is your time to raise your hand and say, I think I may be allergic. They'll just give you a bottle of pills and you got to take one like every week or so. And you won't have to get the shot. You're welcome.
Most painful shot.
I mean, yeah, that I guess it's not really that painful, y'all. It goes quick. It's just a quick shot in the ass. They make you lean to the side and then pop, done. And then they make you rub your ass. It's scarier than what it actually is, bro. I mean, I think the worst thing I ever had done to me was when I thought I had an STD. And if you were ever in Korea, you most likely thought you had something. So they get like a Q-tip and they stick into the dick, into the hole of your dick, and they do this movement and shit like that. You know what? Hold on, let me get rid of the goddamn background. You can't see me making my movements, so let me go ahead and do this real quick. Where the hell is it? Settings, virtual background. None. All right, cool. So, anyways, they grab your chorizo and they stick a Q-tip in it and they go like this and then pull it back out. That was worse than the peanut butter shot. So, either way, you're gonna get one of those. You will if you spend a lot of time in the military because you're 18 to 24. You're gonna be fucking every broad out there, and you're probably gonna end up getting burnt. It'll happen to you. Don't worry.
Upside down, Private. Congratulations. Follow instructions. Now stand up on the line. Repel. Stand up on the line.
That's what I was talking about right there. Jesus Christ.
There you go. Now stand up.
They're being so nice to him.
Congratulations.
They're being so nice. I mean, he's a little, at least a little more stern, but I mean, everybody has different leadership styles. I disagree with the way, well, because this is usually the first week of boot camp that you're going to be going through the treadwheel tower or through the tower, the rappel tower. It's in the first week. You're still in the red phase. You're going to be getting yelled at. So I'm just surprised that they're still being so nice to them like that, you know. But what's this? Okay, some kind of combative shit. I can't. When you join the military, thinking you're gonna do cool stuff like on TV, but instead you're in the middle of the woods in 20-degree rainy weather, trying to get 40 minutes of sleep. Fucking facts. I've told this story a couple of times, y'all. We were doing I think they called it Liberty City or Freedom Town. I can't remember what it was out there. It was like one of the last phases in boot camp where we had to go and liberate the Lautonians from some evil empire that had fucking invaded them. It's basically it was like a 36-hour field problem, and drill sergeants had a lot of fun with that one. They had a lot of fun with that one because I get to see your ass all the time, and then they get to fucking expend a bunch of ammo with their blanks and then have you pick it up. But yeah, dude, I was when we went out there to this 36-hour field problem, we marched all the way out there to Freedom Town or whatever the fuck it was called. But instead of taking one duffel bag each, or you had one duffel bag per battle buddy group. And the battle buddy that I had was this one fool named Petkus. Petkus ended up getting out. He didn't make it through basic. But anyways, it was his duffel bag, all right? And we filled it up with his gear first and my gear on top. I bet. Well, when we finally get out there, Petkus was having like early signs of the Rona. But this is before the Rona ever existed. Please don't flag my shit. Anywho, but yeah, he had like the flu or something, right? This is back in 04. Or yeah, 04, 05. 04, 04. I can't remember. Regardless. Petkus got the flu. Let's just say that. He got sick as a dog. And they took him to sick call. They took him over to the TMC. What ends up sucking for me is that it was his combination lock that was holding down the freaking duffel bag. I didn't know that he got taken to the TMC because me and my battle buddy Pop, we ended up getting sent out to go dig a foxhole out in the middle of the woods and, set up a fighting position there. When I got back was when I found out that he was gone. Well, I did it, figured it'll be all right. I'll be okay, He might come back and we'll be all good and squared away. Nah, fam. It wasn't good and squared away. That fool stayed gone. And luckily, we had a one of those tents, old ass GP mediums, I think they were called. And it had a stove in there. But unfortunately, we couldn't have the stove on. I'll tell you why in a second. For those of you that know why, don't get ahead of me. But yeah, the reason we had a stove in there with no stove fire was because if we did, we'd have to have a fire guard. Okay. And on top of that, they wanted to CS us, throw CS gas at us, and they can't take that risk with a burning stove in there. So, yeah. But anyways, it was around three in the morning or something like that. I was already hallucinating, and I was going for my foxhole, and I had to go guard this stupid ass well or whatnot. And I was starting to fall asleep. Y'all. I was starting to hurt. I was really, really hurting because we did a lot of physical work that day. Anyways, what ends up happening is I have no sleeping bag to sleep in. It's cold as hell. That's right. It was in February of it had to be in February of 05, because we got in there, bro, and I had nothing to sleep on. I was cold, I was wet because it had been raining. I was muddy, dirty, tired, sweaty, and cold. Mainly cold, y'all. But my homie, though, I will never forget you, Messervy. Well, like, hey, Lopez, come on in here. And you know what? We spooned, baby. We spooned. And since he was bigger than me, he was big spoon. It's the only way we're going to fit inside that motherfucking tent, bro. I mean, inside of that sleeping bag. So, hey, you know what? We kept each other warm, baby. No homo. But Messervy, I remember you. Shout out to my homeboy Messervy from Lower Alabama. That motherfucker had me dying back in the day, man. Anyway, this reminded me of that. Sorry, long stories.
Do you want to form an alliance with me?
Absolutely, I do.
Good, good, excellent. Do you want to form?
Do I have any basic training stories? Oh, yeah. We're in our last week of training. So in the Air Force, in your last week of training, you get to wear your blues and you get to sit in chairs because now you're folks and you get to use the term airman instead of trainee that you've been using this entire time. We get done with chow, well, the dining facility now, and we're coming out and there's this one lone.
Okay, let's be real. It's always been the dining facility for y'all in the chair force. Let's be real.
Airman just like standing by himself at attention, and he looks lost. He's still in PT clothes, so that means he pretty much just got to basic. We're like, dude, where's your flight? And he's like, I have no idea where they are. And we're like, okay, come on, you can march back with us, and we'll try to figure out where you're supposed to be. We march back, we tell our sergeant, and he tells us all to get in the day room and for him to stand at attention in front of his desk. So yeah, that's what we did. A couple minutes go by, the sergeant finally walks in, looks at that one lone trainee, and he goes, how the hell did you miss your flight? Side note here, a flight is about the size of a platoon in the Army and the Marines. Don't know what the Navy has. Now, in basic, if a sergeant tells you to go somewhere, you're supposed to promptly go in that direction while saying, proceeding, sir. So our sergeant tells that trainee to go wait in the hallway, and he just walks away. And we're all like, how about a proceeding, sir? And
these motherfuckers even use big words when they're going somewhere. We did not say proceeding. When we got told to go somewhere, we say, moving, drill sergeant. Moving. I remember one time when I first got there, I had Drill Sergeant Robertson, Delta Battery 122. Shout out. Drill Sergeant Robertson was like, Private Lopez, get over here, Private. And I said, coming, Drill Sergeant. That was the last thing I should have said. I should have never said coming. He said, what? No, you not. Not on me, Private. You're moving. Moving, Drill Sergeant. And then like, Roger, Drill Sergeant, moving. And then when I got there, he smoked my ass. I don't know what he was calling me for. Now that I think about it, though. But yeah, that fool said proceeding. Really? Proceeding? You got to get fucking uppity ass Air Force.
And he just looks at us and goes, fuck you. 4 or 5 of us stand up and we're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Our sergeant's like, what just happened? What just happened? Sir, he said a derogatory word, sir. Our sergeant goes, oh, you like cussing at my airman? Okay, Bishop. Now, we all had nicknames by this point. Bishop wasn't his real name, but we called him Bishop because he was a pastor's son. Bishop is one of the nicest guys I've ever met. Our sergeant goes, get him, Bishop. And Bishop contorts his face. It was so funny. He contorts his face to try to look angry and everything and just starts yelling at this airman. What kind of trainee loses his flight? Bishop is chewing him out, and then our sergeant goes, where are my element leaders? Our element leaders all stand up, and he goes, get him. This trainee has 5 airmen all around him just yelling in his ear the entire time. The rest of us are all sitting down, and we're like, yeah, get him, get him, get him. But we don't see the sergeant walking over to the door that leads out into the hallway. Our sergeant gets to the door, and he goes, flight 468. We all stand up. Sergeant leaves, and he goes, get him. Ever had 48 dudes yelling in your ear? It gets loud. While we're all yelling at
it's Navy, so they're probably whispering at each other like in a golf fucking tournament voice.
Our sergeant is calling his sergeant. He found out what flight he's in and called him up to come pick him up. Follow me for the rest of the story.
Nah, we ain't doing all that, Chief. We ain't doing all that. We ain't doing that. I appreciate the story here, bro. Fucking airman proceeding. Kind of effity crap is that? For those that know me, know what I was gonna try to say there. Anywho, I think that's it for the day, man. I did have some. Oh, I had the only time I ever felt any authority of that sort was when Drill Sergeant Cabrera, motherfucker always fuck with me. He grabbed his fucking his round brown and he puts it on my head. He like, there you go, Lopez. Makes you feel good, doesn't it, Lopez? Makes you feel real good. Go on, try to like. I started doing a knife hand. He was like, all right, that's enough. Lopez takes his shit off and put it back on. Just like Cabrera, man, he was he was an evil motherfucker at first, but honestly, you know, through time, like in every other boot camp, you know, they get a little more lax. So anyway, that's my video for today, unless we got something good coming up after this.
He messed up when he tripped over here, but he kept going though, fast as he can be.
But
he hit the wall. No bounce at all. All right, Private, run it back. Private, you got this. I'm looking like battle. What's going on? This boy fighting gravity right now. He came back. I knew he was a trickstar. How he took off out the blocks. Let's go, Private. Get it, Private. Let's go. Get over the wall. Get over the wall. Nothing at all. His battle buddy tried to help him. Get off me, my boy. I don't need it. Let's go, Private. At this point, we stopped the whole obstacle course waiting on him to get over the wall. Now, at this point, old Shamu right here decide he gonna go in front of him. Let's go, Private. Take off out the block. I knew for a fact he about to clear the wall. This boy jumped. Man, why are we here? I knew he messed up when he tripped over here, but he kept going.
Bro, that was, you know what? That's a good one to end it on. I'll tell you what, those motherfuckers are not Mexican or south of the border, because we look at things like that and could jump them. 1 hop, baby. 2 hops this time. Boom, boom. Anyways, yo, that's my reactions for today. I hope y'all had a good one. I hope to catch y'all on the next round. With that being said, D-Lo the VetBro letting you go. Deuces, y'all.